as we've already talked about multiple times. World War I broke out in 1914, and the beginning of it was all about Austria-Hungary declaring war on Serbia using the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand as the pretext for declaring war on Serbia. This was in July 28th, 1914, they declare war on Serbia. And if you were a military analyst at the time, you would have assumed that this would have been kind of a quick action. And this is why, frankly, Austria-Hungary was so eager to declare war on Serbia. They thought it would be very easy for them to put the Serbians out of commission. Austria-Hungary, you're talking about this empire here, huge economy, huge military industrial complex, huge army. Serbians, much smaller country, much poorer country. They had also fought several recent wars. They were very ill-equipped, so any military analyst would thought that this would be a short war. But 1914 did not prove that way for the Austro-Hungarians, and this actually could be viewed as a huge victory, a huge surprise for the Serbians, that the Serbians were able to keep the Austro-Hungarians back. Serbians hold. Now, this isn't to say that it wasn't incredibly bloody. You've had several offensives across the border into Serbia. The Austro-Hungarians briefly captured Belgrade, then the Serbians captured back. In the meantime, tens and hundreds of thousands of folks were dying. But at the end of 1914, you would have surprised the military analysts, and the Serbians were able to hold despite being less equipped and despite just being a smaller country. Now, the luck for the Serbians did not hold out that well as we go into 1915. By 1915, other parties other than the Austro-Hungarians decided to get involved against the Serbians. In particular, you have the Bulgarians that prior to 1915, they were kind of trying to figure out which side of the war they want to fall in on. But they have had several battles or several wars recently with Serbia, one as recently as 1913. They were eager to capture back some territory. So in 1915, the Bulgarians joined the war on the side of the Central Powers. And as we exit 1915, you have a joint offensive between the Bulgarians, the Austro-Hungarians, and the Germans against this small country of Serbia. And the Germans' interest, other than the fact that they wanted to support their ally, Austria, they were also eager to take control of the railways between Berlin and Constantinople. And that railway went into Serbia. And so if they were able to capture this, take Serbia out of the war, then they would be able to send supplies much more easily to their other ally, the Ottoman Empire. So on October of 1915,